So the first color, or actually palette that I'm going to use is the Naked 2 palette. And the color I'm going to first use is called Tease. It's like a purple undertone matte shade. And I'm going to just use a tapered end brush, like, and we're just going to bring that up into like the crease where your eye socket little bone guy is. And this like shadow look, I mean any eye color can wear it, but it really makes green stand out. Because I have like really green eyes normally. Sometimes they look blue. I don't know. Pat it on there. So now my base is done. I'm going to take my little bullet crease brush. It looks like this. It's just like very pointed at the end, so you get more control with it. I'm gonna take Faint. It's just like this matte chocolate brown color. I'm going to put it right on where the bone starts, which you can just feel on your own eye when you push your brush in there. And I'm gonna start with like a tapping, like stipple, and then I'm gonna blend it out. So like little circles to blend it. Pretty much bringing it all the way down to the inner corner. Not as dark though as it is on the outer corner. And I am doing a rounded crease. So I guess it's like a rounded rainbow crease. So same thing with this eye. And I mean, for the life of me, my brows and my creases are never the same, ever. So I'm gonna try my best for you guys. So now both my creases are done. They're as even as I probably will get them. So now for transition color, or to blend them out, I'm going to use the WOS. That's in the same palette. I like love this palette. So I'm going to use the same brush and just blend out the crease we applied, just to soften this. And again, it's just like our transition color, so we don't want any harsh lines. So just blend it. Highlight, I'm going to use the color Booty Call in Naked 2. I'm going to use a tapered brush again, and I'm first going to apply this underneath my brow bone. And you can see I'm doing like a soft kind of pat. I'm not doing like a super defined line to highlight. And then I'm also going to place this in the inner corner. So for daytime, that's pretty much all I do for shadow. For night, I would add a liner, usually like a winged out kind of liner. But for day, this is, I mean, what I do. So for my mascara, I get asked all the time to show you guys how I apply my mascara. So I'm going to show you right now. It's probably not going to be like as cool as you'd hope, but hopefully I can explain it to you. So the mascara that I love and been using, I've said this like numerous times, is the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill. When I worked for them, I fell in love with this mascara. It works. I can't even explain it. You just have to try it. Everyone that I've turned on to it, like, loves it. I have a few other favorites, but I always come back to this one recently. So the brush is, how do I explain it? It's a vertical shaped brush. So it goes up and down like this, but when you turn it to the side, you can see it's thinner. Or I guess you can say it's horizontal. I don't know. One side's longer than the other. So it's not round. It's like, I don't even know. Like, I don't know how to explain that to you. But it's not a round brush. So you're gonna get a lot of separation and a lot of volume, a lot of length. It's like everything in one. It's like the most in-depth video I think I've ever done. So for my mascara, I always start top lash. So I'm going to set the brush right underneath, and I'm gonna just start by wiggling. I'm not moving up. I'm just wiggling. And then I'm gonna wiggle up. So I'm wrapping around the entire lash and then pull up to get that separation. For the inner corner and outer corner, I use the tip of the brush rather than the entire brush itself, like laying it flat like we do in the beginning. And you can also just use a tip to help the separation, so there's no like clumpies. Once I have like the base done and I feel like I got all the lashes, I'm going to just do, I call it tipping, where I just set the mascara wand at the top of the lashes or the tips of the lashes and like wiggle back and forth. So you're creating like more length doing it this way because you're adding the little mascara at the top of them. You can see like the huge difference, and I didn't even have to go back in the tube. But obviously if you did that, you're gonna get a ton more volume and length. So for the bottom lash, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just setting it, wiggling, and then pulling it down. You can see I have like little dots here of mascara. Don't touch that until it's dry. If you touch it when it's wet, it's gonna smear and stain, which will ruin the entire eye look you just created. So you're going to wait till it's dry and then take a Q-tip or a brush and literally go like this and it comes right off. It'll just flake right off, so that's like a little pointer.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
And pull. We're swirling, stippling, wiggling, and pulling. Once my mascara is done and dry, I'm going to just use a little Q-tip and literally just like flick off the excess little mascara or dot you might have accidentally got. See, it just like really just comes right off. It doesn't leave a stain or smudge. So now my eyes are pretty much done. I mean, for day, this is all I do. Add liner or falsies if you want, but for every day, that's just what I do. Blush, I use Hot Mama from the Balm, and it's a really good dupe for NARS Orgasm, if you know what that looks like. So it's this beautiful gold, kind of shimmery, pinky, peachy color. I don't know, it's like perfect. It's like the perfect soft glow. And I'm still using the Sigma angled brush and mainly focusing it towards like back the hairline. I'm not bringing it like in the inner part of my face. Like a stipple movement. I don't like super intense standout blush normally, so it just gives like a really, really pretty soft glow. So just like a tint, not even like much color. But it does give color to the face, so it just looks alive. Is that a good word to use? For my lips, I use 3 products. I do like pinky beigey nudes. Little side note. This is my side note box. If you like more of a color, then do more of a color. But I'm like a nude girl. I just like, I don't know, pinky nudes. So first for my lips, I apply a nude liner. This is from MAC. It is called Boldly Bare. Then the nude lipstick I apply on top, it's a beigey nude. This is MAC Creme de Nude. Give it a little bit more like a baby pink tone. I apply MAC's Pretty Please. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, and it does have more of a pinky tone. As far as my hair, my troll hair, this is, how many days old is this? Well, most of you know. I wash my hair about 3 times a week. It is a lot healthier for your hair to do that. You get a lot more volume. It also keeps product and style longer. So if you are like me and your hair's naturally pretty straight, it doesn't really hold curl itself when it's like super clean. So when it's dirty, it has buildup in it and it holds curl and wave. So I mean, this was just up in like a little twist or whatever, and you can see like it's holding its own wave because it's dirty. So when your hair is trained, which it does take a while, I think it took me a couple months to really train it for as long as I can go without washing it now. To soak up the excess oil, use a dry shampoo, and the one I use is the Oscar Blandy dry shampoo in the powder form. I don't use sprays, I just like the powder better. And I used to use baby powder too. I think the baby powder works just as well in the beginning, but it does get more of a buildup, whereas this doesn't build up at all. but I just really like the smell of baby powder. So obviously this is going to be a little bit more on the expensive side, and this one smells like lemons. This is the third day. I have not washed it. I don't really do much to it, I just tease it. So to tease it, I use a little rat tail comb. You can get it from like dollar store. And I'm just gonna like tease the crown area. So pull up like little sections and literally just like back comb towards your skull. I mean, it looks like ratty at first, but you're gonna do it in layers and then you're gonna soften it. So I guess like 2 or 3 layers is what I normally do. And mainly the focus of the tease is like at the crown. You want to leave the rest like a little, not as teased, because then you're gonna have like, an afro. So mainly tease like, I guess from like eyebrow up is where you're gonna tease. So after each layer, just like pull the layer down and use either your hands or the brush to get rid of any fuzzies or dreadlocks you may have going on. Pick up a layer and tease it. And then soften it. And then you can just kind of like use your hands in the back to get the volume back there. You can also tease it if you want, but I usually just use like my nails and kind of lift it on up. Yeah, so I think that's it. Hopefully that made sense. I think that's everything for my everyday routine. Like I said, I know it seems like a lot of product or a lot of step, but this is what I do every day, and it really takes about 10 minutes. I don't know. I guess I'm just used to it. If you do like talk through videos, I know I kind of ramble sometimes and say really random things, but if you do like talk through videos, thumbs up, because I know some of you guys like my 2-minute really super fast voiceover style tutorials. I don't know. Thumbs up if you like me rambling, I guess. All products will be listed in the description box, as well as a ton more information, because I always forget to say something in the video, so I always post it in the description box, so check that out. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, and if you want to be chit-chatty with me, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you learned a ton of information. I know it's a longer one. Sorry. Okay, so that's everything. Thank you for watching. Okay, bye!